So I'm coming down here to Hot Springs Police Station. I got the ticket in hand. So we'll see if we can't talk some sense into these suckers. Which way you going, bud? Can't see you. Okay, I'm gonna close this so my phone's locked just in case. Make sure everything's zipped up tight. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you guys have like a commendation or a complaint form?
Okay, we'll come over here.
All right. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, want to tell me what happened?
Well, I got a cite right here for obstruction. And the only reason why is because I didn't give my name soon enough, I guess. He said I was being detained. I was under the impression I got the right to remain silent. That didn't seem to matter. They laid hands on me and took me downtown. Well, out of town.
That's the officer's name.
Well, I'm not sure if this is even him. It says here signature and title. I can't make it. It says Kevin White, maybe.
Put it under here for you.
Whoever did it is whoever wrote this was the guy at the jail. Wrote it. And I was just there to film what was going on, and they just turned everything on me, like I'm the suspect all of a sudden. I have it. I put it online, so you can watch it if you want. Only thing I cut out was where I actually said my name as they laid hands on me. Other than that, everything is there. But I mean, I even asked him, well, what's the crime that you suspect me of that I would need to give you my name? And he couldn't even tell me that. So. And they were looking for 3 guys that ran from a car is what he told me. And then once they started laying hands on me, then he told me that they fled. No, he told me that they ran. And running to me is not a crime. And once they changed it to fled, well, that might be a crime, but they didn't tell me that. They said they ran. That's nothing. I used to do that as a kid all the time. There's cops, run. We were just playing around.
Looks like he was Officer Combs.
Combs?
Combs. C-O-M-B-S.
B-M or M-B? Yeah, well, there's 2 of them. I don't know. I'm sure the other one didn't want his name on it. But yeah, I said, If I give you the information that you're asking for, would you use it against me? They looked at me just like that, and then they said, "You got enough?" And they laid hands on me just like that. And if you watch the video, it's just like some Nazis come walking up to you and say, "Where are you coming from? What's your name?" And then, of course, I didn't tell them, so that's what happened. Like I said, it's just like some Nazi stuff. Now, I don't know if I want to complain or anything, but I'd like to see if you guys have the form ready.
Usually we send an email or have you come back on when they're on shift to speak with that supervisor. And they'll be back today's Wednesday, so it's a different shift, Wednesday, Thursday. So they'll be back Friday night. Now I can send the supervisors an email and have them call you.
Yeah, I don't have a phone number. I just have I just use the wireless that I can find.
Do you want to come back up here Friday evening and speak?
I don't want nothing to do with you guys. I'm just here to see if I can talk some sense into somebody that this is a bullcrap charge, obstruction for what? I just come to record. That's what I do. I come to record, and then they turn all their attention on me because apparently they lost their suspects and couldn't do their job, and I just happen to be the patsy. Hey, here we go. We got it. That's what happened.
I mean, they're not on shift, but I can get a supervisor up here.
Now, I'd be interested if you guys watch the video and see what you guys think, if they did good.
No, we don't have access to any of that. We're just so we don't have access to all of that.
Well, like I said, it's all about public opinion anyways. That's what I'm after. I don't care about the courts. I don't care about what the truth say. I'm after objective truth. But I invite you to check my page out. It's Cop Block Hot Springs. Been doing it for about 10 years. Taking a 3-year break, a little hiatus. I'm back out here on the streets, and apparently your officers don't like it. I had one right before that, earlier in the evening, basically his wife. I didn't know she was his wife. They were in the parking lot. They had their reds and blues on. I come to record. He come up. "This is my wife. I advise you not to record her." I said, "What's your name and badge number?" He told me his name, and then went back to work. And nothing was done about it, so everything was cool. But still, it's like, where's the professionalism? I'm in the public. You're in public. She's in public. I'm recording. You got your reds and blues on. I'm there. You turn your reds and blues off, I'll go about my business. But if you got your reds and blues on, I'm coming to record. And they just don't seem to understand.
Okay. I got a call in, so a supervisor will be in here shortly to talk to you about it.
Okay, thank you. How long you think?
Shouldn't be more than 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. I figure next after that, I'd go to talk to the prosecutor. Oh, can I get a complaint form or commendation form? I just soon have it written. if I say it and somebody's writing it down, there'll be a lot of miscommunication. I talk too fast, faster than I can think, and I need to slow down and write it out myself. Take my dear sweet time with it. Otherwise, stuff gets missed and miscommunicated.
Hold on a second. This is going to look
Break your leg and give you prosthetics. Mobility MLK. Dog Biscuit one says, I am anointed to make dog biscuits in a manner the world is not familiar with, all for the glory of God. Older of you, son. Manipulate their children. Working with law enforcement. Did that. Follow instructions. Okay. Or obstruct the officer. Whoa. Do not lie. Nope, didn't do that. Without the officer officer's permission. This is straight up Nazi stuff here too. Am I under arrest? Then I can reach wherever the hell I want. You're stopped while driving. Law enforcement agencies have procedures in place to address your concerns if you believe an officer has acted improperly. If you are unable to reach a favorable resolution at the scene of the incident, respectfully ask for the officer's name and badge number, which I did, and he failed to tell me. Most officers carry business cards, so ask for one. Write a detailed account of the incident, including the name I'm fixing to. Speak to an on-duty police supervisor. I'm fixing to do that. If you're not satisfied with the explanation, you can file a formal complaint. I'm trying to do that if things don't go right. If you feel your rights have been violated, well, first you have to believe you have rights. You tell me I do, but then you fail to even respect them or uphold them or look at them. You have the right to remain silent. Number one, right there. Number one. First one, your first right, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to refuse consent to a search of yourself, your car, or your home. How about your name and where you're coming from? You have the right to ask the officer if you are under arrest, detained, or free to go. And I have a right to a lawyer if I'm arrested. No, I have a right to spend money to get a lawyer. Who do you think I am, San Joaquin? Interacting with law enforcement. On a dark sidewalk in the middle of the night. That's where I was, yep. The potential for dangerous is always present. It is the officer's job to represent authority and gain compliance to protect all involved. Involved in what? Just an act. At the same time, the officer is also expected to show concern and respect. It is the officer's job to represent authority and gain compliance to protect all involved while showing concern and respect. At the same time, the officer is also expected to show concern and respect. What? Whoever made this needs to go back to school. Speak to an on-duty police supervisor. If you're not satisfied with the explanation, you can file a formal complaint that will be reviewed by supervisors to ensure. Yes, sir. Are you supervisor?
That's what it says.
Well, I had an incident the other night with one of your officers, two of your officers, actually.
Okay.
You know about it?
Why don't you tell me your version?
Well, my version I put online, so you can watch it if you want. But yeah.
We have cameras too.
Yeah.
So, what's your complaint?
Well, my complaint is that I didn't do anything wrong. I come up to observe your officers in the performance of their duty, and they started accosting me for information. And as soon as they said I was detained, don't I have the right to remain silent?
Did you remain silent?
I asked them a question. I asked them, if I give you anything, will you use it to further a legal charge against me? And they conspired together right there on the spot and laid hands on me.
How did they conspire?
One turned to the other and said, "You ready?" And then they laid hands on me.
And they arrested you, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
I would like the charge to be dropped.
Okay. This is what you do. You set a court date, and then when you go to court, you tell the judge your side of the story, and you have your day in court, and therefore he will make a decision, or she will make a decision on how to further handle that. I don't have the authority to drop those charges.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm just seeing if I could resolve it, because it says, like right here, speak to an on-duty supervisor. If you're not satisfied with an explanation, which I'm not satisfied, I can file a complaint, but I haven't received the form yet either.
A form for what?
To complain.
A formal complaint? You want to file a formal complaint?
I would like to have a form that I can write down my thoughts about the situation, and then I can bring it back and turn it in. You don't have one of those? She hasn't been able to produce it yet.
You have a form of the general. Okay. That's what you want. All right. Awesome. Here you go, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. All right. So personal complaint form, and there's not a place to write a commendation.
Accommodation?
Yeah.
You want to write accommodation?
Well, I just figured it would kind of be both on here. If I wanted to praise the officer or complain, why would it be a separate form?
You have a free form on the back. Therefore, you can write what you need to write.
Okay.
Be it an accommodation or complaint.
Okay.
But you're still going to have to go to court. They won't remove you from going to court. That's where the ultimate decision will be made in a court of law, where you will have the freedom to say your piece.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but I was being made to say my name and where I was coming from. Otherwise, they would arrest me, which they did.
And they arrested you.
Right.
Okay. I wasn't there.
Right. But you said that you knew about it.
Yeah, I heard about it, and I read about it.
Oh, you didn't see the video?
No. I read what happened. But they have a supervisor. Now, your other alternative is to come back and speak to their supervisor.
Maybe Friday night, something, she said?
Yes. Which would be before you go to court. But if you
That's what I'm here now. I'm trying to take care of it.
Well, it's not going to happen like that.
Right.
I have my shift, they have their shift.
Okay, but if I talk to their supervisor, still nothing can be done?
No, they can undo those charges. The only person who can do it is the court.
The officer can't take it back and say I made a mistake?
You go to court and you tell your side of the story.
Right.
You know that, though. You're not stupid.
Here to resolve the issue. The issue is I obstructed, and I believe I didn't, so I'm just...
And that's why you have your day in court. If you feel you didn't obstruct, then you present your case to them in court.
Okay.
All right? You know that, though. I don't know why you're playing stupid.
I'm here to resolve the issue. It says that if I have...
But you also know you have your day in court.
That is like the last thing I want to do is make it to court. I don't want to go to court.
No, if that was the case, then you would have cooperated and you would have avoided that.
I gave them my name. It just wasn't in time.
Oh, okay. So basically, you know what you did wrong.
Yeah, as soon as they laid hands on me.
That's all I want to hear. You know what you did wrong.
That's right. I didn't comply in time.
All right. And you want me to drop the charges?
I would like the officer to admit that he
will be in court too.
He filed an obstruction charge against me for no crime. I asked him what was the crime that he suspected me of. He couldn't answer me.
He didn't tell you he was in the middle of an investigation?
He told me that he was in the middle, but he didn't suspect me of a crime, so why am I ID'd? I have the right to remain silent, even if I'm being detained. But he doesn't want to hear it. I was coming to the crime.
You were coming to the crime, but you weren't a part of the crime.
No, I'm coming to observe what was going on. There's red and blue lights down the street.
I'm coming. Said, I want to go get involved.
That's what I do, sir. I film police.
Oh, okay. All right.
Would you like to check out my channel?
No, you probably got me on it already.
You will be. You will be.
Okay.
Don't you want my channel?
No. I mean, somebody sent it to me because I'm sure you're going to talk bad about me.
I'm just going to put the video on there. I might say something in the title. I might say piggy or something like that, but that's about as far as it goes. I don't edit the video.
It's foolish for me to let you get a rise out of me because
I just asked you if you would like to know my channel. How is that going to get you a rise?
You called me piggy.
I said I might say that.
See my name.
It's to get viewers, you know.
I know, to get a rise. I mean,
but I'm not trying to get a rise. I'm inviting you to go and watch.
No.
How's that going to get a rise?
Just save it for court, so you can. That way, you get all the viewers you need.
Well, I mean, not worried about that.
You
like
should be. I mean,
I'm not. Why? Because it's already rigged, right? Doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter if I have a right.
I didn't say it was rigged. You said it was rigged. I'm
asking.
Put words in my mouth.
I'm asking you. Is it rigged?
No.
So I have a chance.
Yeah, you always have a chance.
There's a zero chance, right?
Well, if that's the way you feel with that attitude, probably so.
Well, I mean, look at how you've been treating me. Where's the concern? I'm looking here. Where's the concern? And what was it? Said something about, oh, it's on the front.
What more can this
concern and respect. I haven't seen any of those.
You haven't seen any respect?
Not really, no.
Well, you got what you needed. I mean,
no, I haven't. I'd like to have this resolved.
He explained to you how this has to be done.
Well, he might come in
here for 10 minutes, and I've heard him say that about 12 times.
Yes, he can't do anything. The other officers,
I'm
supervisor.
starting to feel like he doesn't want to talk to me for particular reasons.
Sir, I'm trying to have a conversation.
I think he would rather talk to you than me.
I don't know who I need to talk to. That's why I was asking.
I've been nothing but professional, but he wanted. It's clearly he was trying to get a rise out of me. When
I asked you if you were the supervisor. You come out. You didn't introduce yourself.
Sergeant Lennox.
I don't know if that's a supervisor. You just come and stood and looked at me. You didn't say anything. You come and stood and looked at me like you got an attitude.
I have one now because
that was the first thing.
And now you're raising your voice.
I'm leaving. Here's the door. I'm on my way out. All right.
He got all the video he needed, so
I got some video. This is not the video I needed.
You can get that one when you go to court.
Maybe if you guys let me in.
Well, you have to. You're like.
No, you're the reason I'm having to go.
I'm not the reason. I wasn't there.
Your men. Your gang. Your gang of Nazi police. Yes.
What you're doing right now is trying to create a problem.
I'm leaving, sir.
You go ahead and leave.
I'm going. Thanks. So there we go.